It was a rough evening rush hour tonight on San Francisco's BART system, but at least the phones worked.
No justice, no peace. We stand BART police.
Protesters shut down several train stations tonight, aiming their anger not only at police, but at the entire BART system. They're furious at BART for cutting off cell phone service last Thursday in order to stop a planned protest against police brutality. BART says it was protecting public safety. The protesters are screaming censorship, and a hacker group, they call themselves Anonymous, responded by attacking the BART website.
We've been working around the clock since Friday afternoon when it became apparent that we were under threat of cyber attack, and we're doing everything we can to protect the BART websites. And we're disappointed that people who want to use it have been subjected to this.
BART did not cut off cell phone service during tonight's protest, but the debate over the very idea continues to rage.
Oh,
Chris?
Jeff, you bet it does. Does BART have the right to cut off communication? Joining us now, First Amendment attorney Mitchell Langberg. BART, right or wrong?
I think BART's wrong, unless they've got reason to believe that there was an imminent risk of harm, specific harm to people.
But they're saying there were serious threats.
Well, if there were threats, if there were specific threats, that's one thing. But the Supreme Court has said a generalized threat, one that doesn't have an imminent risk of harm to people, an intent to harm people, that's not good enough. You got to let people speak. That's what the First Amendment's about.
This has sparked a lot of outrage. I saw one comment that said, "Thank you, BART, for protecting our safety," though. If I'm a mom with a child in a stroller and I'm worried about a protest, does this not help out?
It does, but you know, we could put police officers on every corner with machine guns. We could stop every unpopular speech, and we could have a government like in the Middle East. Or we can recognize the rights that the Bill of Rights gives us, including our right to free speech. Sometimes that's unpopular. You don't need a right of free speech for things that are popular.
There's talk about the riots in London and how bad they were shutting down social networking. We saw what happened in Egypt, where they did shut down. What are your thoughts on that? Is this a sign of the times?
You know, the internet is created an opportunity for people to do both good and to do bad. Law enforcement has a job to do, but what you can't do is you can't stop people in the United States of America for speaking freely unless they're threatening somebody.
And you point out this is a first in the U.S. for a government entity.
I have not seen any case anywhere where a government entity has turned off cell phones to try to prevent people from having protests.
BART said it would do it again.
Well, we'll see what happens, and I think we might see this end up in court.
All right, Mitchell, thank you very much. Jeff, back to you.